So now, I hope you're good, you're doing great from whatever corner of the country that you're watching the Kenyan Daily Report TV from. And as of right now, the story that I'm up with is the story of one advocate by the name of Ndegwa Njiru. When the name of Ndegwa Njiru is mentioned in our country, Kenya, what comes into your mind is the picture of Ndegwa Njiru in court arguing cases, and mostly the recent case of him representing former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua in court against the National Assembly and the Senate at large and the government of the Republic of Kenya, where he was arguing that Gachagua should retain his position as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. Now, since Rigathi Gachagua was impeached, Ndegwa Njiru took another turn. He decided to become a politician. Yes, he is one of the most prolific advocates and lawyers that we have in our country. He is one of the most professional legal minds that we have in the country. And recently, when I say recently, I mean yesterday, Ndegwa Njiru showed up at one of Kalonzo's rallies. Not only Kalonzo's rallies, he also attended a church service at Gatondo South AIPCA Church, where Kalonzo Musyoka, together with other leaders, including the former Kiambu Governor Ferdinand Waititu, they were there. And Ndegwa Njiru was wearing a T-shirt which was labeled in the back, hashtag Ruto must go 020. Now, that triggered a lot of conversation on social media. His recent post on social media, which is Platform X, is what has caught the attention of former Law Society of Kenya President Nelson Havi, who is currently at the verge of trying to discredit the current Chief Justice of the Republic of Kenya, CJ Martha Koome, and who has been fighting so much to revival, let me say, pump life into the Supreme Court and into the Supreme Court and the judiciary of the Republic of Kenya. That is Nelson Havi for you. So Nelson Havi has had a very contradicting opinion on what Ndegwa Njiru has been doing and how Ndegwa Njiru has started advocating and showcasing his political ideologies of Ruto must go through printed T-shirt and through publication of materials that portray that Ruto is not fit to continue ruling the Republic of Kenya. Why am I saying this? Ndegwa Njiru, through his X account, posted a T-shirt with hashtag Kasongk must go and a picture, the silhouette of President William Ruto, the Kasongk meme or the Kasongk silhouette, showcasing a picture of the current president of the Republic of Kenya. And he said this through his official Twitter handle. He said this: "They are now available at your nearest shop." Now, this did not settle well with Nelson Havi. Nelson Havi is a man that is known to be one of the most and greatest legal minds that we have in the Republic of Kenya. But he himself campaigned for President William Ruto during the 2022 general election, where he tried to seek election as the Member of Parliament of Westlands constituency in Nairobi, where he trying to buy using a UDA ticket, competing against one incumbent current Member of Parliament of Westlands, that is Tim Wanyonyi, where he was beaten. Now, Nelson Havi portrayed his frustration in several ways against President William Ruto after failing to secure a job under the UDA, under the Kenya Kwanza government. But as time went by, and after Rigathi Gachagua's impeachment, Nelson Havi decided to take part take sides with the government, although he is against the judiciary, but he seems to be taking sides with the government. And this is what he has told Ndegwa Njiru: "You are an advocate, stop being stupid." Anamwambia wewe ni wakili wa taifa la Kenya, wacha kuwa mpumbavu. What does this tell you? You know, Ndegwa Njiru currently in the Mount Kenya region, he is a force. He has garnered a lot of supporters and a lot of trust from the people of the Mount Kenya region because of how he stood with Rigathi Gachagua during the impeachment process and how he also expressed his dissatisfaction with the impeachment of former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. Not only that, Ndegwa Njiru has also showcased that he is the defender of Gashagua's allies once they face legal complications or legal problems with the current government of President William Ruto, where most of them, when summoned by the DCI or when arrested, Ndegwa Njiru is the legal counsel that shows up to represent them in the court of law and also at the DCI headquarters. So now it seems that the legal minds of this country are currently in contradiction. You know, the expression of Kasongk must go is what a lot of Kenyans have been portraying on social media, trying to advocate how they are dissatisfied with Ruto's regime. But some people who, like Nelson Havi, think that there are better ways to express your dissatisfaction as an advocate, not posting pictures and memes of making fun of the president of a republic. Now, after this response by Nelson Havi to Ndegwa Njiru, a lot of people have come out in defense of Ndegwa Njiru, and I want to read a few comments on platform X after the post by Nelson Havi. Listen, one head Max tells Nelson Havi, he is feeling the same pressure as the rest of us. Is he not a Kenyan? Si wewe, it is alleged that you used to bribe judges when you were LCK president, even abducting them. Usitukumbushe kazi ni kukunywa chai with our perpetrators. Shenzi sana. Another one here is Mark, who tells Nelson Havi, we get that Wakili may not be the best of the bunch, but what's with this insistent need to air dry him at an opportunity? Let me tell you, if you currently look at it in a broader manner, if you have looked at Nelson Havi battle with Ndegwa Njiru, there is something that Nelson Havi tries to prove against Ndegwa Njiru. He tries to prove that Ndegwa Njiru shouldn't be given the credibility that he gets from Kenyans or the recognition that he gets from Kenyans. Why am I saying this? During Gashagua's impeachment case, Nelson Havi was representing the Law Society of Kenya as their lawyer. And Ndegwa Njiru was representing those that the petitioners and Rigathi Gachagua. And one time, Ndegwa Njiru quoted a tweet by one senior counsel, Hamed Nasri Abdullahi, on how Abdullahi alleged that the judiciary is a corrupt institution that cannot deliver a sober verdict. And that was when Nelson Havi stood up in a court of law at Milimani Law Court at the High Court and pointed fingers at Ndegwa Njiru and told him, you are an embarrassment to the legal fraternity of the Republic of Kenya. So the question is, what is this vendetta that Nelson Havi has with Ndegwa Njiru? Because Ndegwa Njiru has been known to have represented some of the most prolific impeachment cases in this country, and he has won most of them. Starting with the one of the former Embu governor, Martin Wambora, who was impeached, but after a petition by Ndegwa Njiru, Wambora won the case against the MCAs of Embu County, and he was reinstated as the governor during the Uhuru Kenyatta regime. Not only that, also Ndegwa Njiru represented Anne Waiguru against the Kirinyaga MCAs when they tried to impeach Anne Waiguru. So Ndegwa Njiru has built a portfolio as one of the most prolific lawyers when it comes to defending impeachment cases in the country, until he had himself the title of the king of impeachment cases in the country. He also represented Kawira Mwangaza in his first case and second case where Kawira Mwangaza won against the MCAs. He went ahead to represent Governor Waitito, though he did not win in that. He even represented Mike Bovisonko. But come to it, what is the vendetta between Nelson Havi and Ndegwa Njiru? Can we say that Nelson Havi feels intimidated that Ndegwa Njiru has gained a lot of following and a lot of recognition in such a very short period of time, compared to Nelson Havi and the rest, who have been in the legal field for a very long time, and they have struggled so much until they got the recognition that they have right now. Remember, Ndegwa Njiru studied law at Makerere University in Uganda and came to practice law in the Republic of Kenya. But these people studied at the University of Nairobi and the others at the Kenyatta University. Do they feel threatened by Ndegwa Njiru? And how fearless Ndegwa Njiru is when he speaks about the president. Remember yesterday in Gatondo, Ndegwa Njiru stood in public and sang a song against President William Ruto where he said, amejivalia ngozi ya kondoo, kumbe ndani ni mbwa mwitu, referring to the president. Yet not so many legal minds, only a few legal minds in the country that can speak so openly against the president and even point fingers at him and the discrepancies that are happening in the current regime. Continuing, Solomon Mfalme tells Havi strikes me as the kind of advocate who prefers the status quo where it favors him. He showed his true colors during his term as LCK chief. Njiru advocate strikes me as the kind who would prefer a revolution like the one that befell the Romanvos. Yeah, I prefer the latter. Joel Jirani says, regardless, Kasongo must go. Kijana Watuli says, we are sorry but Kasongo must go. Kenyan boy says, wewe advocate Havi, wacha kuita wengine stupid, umekuwa kaunda uongo man. Yes, that's what's up. Tell me what you think about this battle between Nelson Havi and advocate Ndegwa Njiru. Leave your comment in the comment section. See you in our next video. Remember, this is the Kenyan Daily Report TV. My good name is FK Mwenda. Please don't leave without subscribing and sharing our videos, and even leaving a comment and telling us on what you think we should do to improve our videos, or what ideology should we bring forward to you as our lovely followers.